It's a good question. I think one of the real challenges when talking about coal in Kentucky is the fact that we don't have statewide leaders who are willing to be honest with the public about the true challenges that we're facing. I mean, we keep getting statewide candidates like our likely Republican opponent, Rand Paul, who keep selling this myth that if we can just get rid of the EPA, that our old way of life is going to come roaring back. And that's really a shame because he knows that isn't true. I think most of us here know that that isn't true. I mean, the factors, environmental regulation has certainly contributed to the decline of the coal industry. Everybody recognizes that. But the truth of the matter is that the other factors that are more responsible for its decline are inevitable and largely irreversible. We're talking about reduced demand from China. We're talking about OPEC's strategic release of their oil reserves, which was done expressly to depress American energy markets. The fracking boom has in its own way contributed to the decline of the coal industry, and the fact that we've already been mining it pretty hard, and so a lot of the newer coal seams out west in places like Colorado are just more cost effective. And so there's only so much we can do to really address that problem. But the real shame of the folks like Rand Paul who keep selling this snake oil myth that we can just magically fix everything if we slay the dragon, the real shame of that is that that denies actual new opportunities and new hopes for these regions that need them. Because these families in these communities, your family, I mean, you all have given your land and your lives to our entire state's economy. And the entire state, our manufacturing industries have all benefited from the cheap energy that have been provided from these regions. And it's sad to see the folks have so little left to show for it now. And my sense is that we owe your family, we owe these communities a debt at this point. We owe them a debt. We owe all of you a debt. And so my platform is centered heavily on economic development incentives for land reclamation, for infrastructure development, for solar farms, which are a great use of strip mine sites, and the good jobs that come along with those developments. So I think there's a whole lot we can do to help the economy in this region, but that's not going to happen until we start being honest with the public about the nature of the problem.